The ancient art of winemaking that dates back to biblical times thrives in the modern-day Holy Land. These Israeli boys making some extra money before school starts, helping with the harvest. These grapes, in a year from now, will become a high-end Chardonnay.
The grapes are amazing. Perfect color, perfect taste.
But even fruit cannot escape the politics of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The location of these vineyards is controversial. This is the heart of the Israeli-occupied West Bank. Like most countries around the world, Canada considers the settlements here to be in violation of international law. Israel and many Israelis disagree. Amichai Laurier runs the Shiloh Winery, a boutique operation in a Jewish settlement that sits on land the Palestinians want for a future state. He sees it differently.
We're standing here exactly where the nation of Israel started.
Israel's government views the West Bank as disputed territory, and that's why wine produced here is labeled Made in Israel. But last month, Laurier got word of a swirling controversy in Canada. An order was issued to pull Shiloh wine and product from another nearby company from store shelves in Ontario. The regulator, the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, declared that since the grapes came from occupied territory, the label could no longer read Made in Israel. Under pressure from pro-Israeli lobby groups in Canada and Israel's embassy in Ottawa, the agency reversed its decision, allowing West Bank wine to remain a product of Israel. Half a world away in Winnipeg, David Kattenberg has launched what's believed to be the first Canadian challenge to the labeling rules.
This is my father. May he rest in peace.
Kattenberg is the child of Holocaust survivors, a university lecturer who has long supported the Palestinian cause.
I found it to be completely outrageous that these wines should be labeled Made in Israel when in point of fact they're produced in territory that the international community unanimously, including Canada, considered to be occupied territories.
This is another West Bank winery in the settlement of Sagot that also saw the labels on its bottles challenged. The owner lashed out online, calling Canada a country that conquered and destroyed the homeland of another people that now questions the right of Jews to live and grow vineyards in the land of our forefathers. The European Union brought in guidelines 2 years ago that require labels to clearly state where West Bank products are made. That's something that should also happen in Canada, according to Peace Now, an Israeli group that opposes Jewish settlements.
I think that consumers should have the ability to make their own decision of what they support ideologically, and the location of where a product is made is a part of that decision.
Some pro-Palestinian organizations call for a total boycott of all products that come from Israeli settlements. But that is not David Kattenberg's goal. He wants product labels to accurately reflect product origin.
If Canadians knew that they were buying wines labeled Made in such and such country, and it turned out that the wines were actually not made in those countries, they'd be pretty riled up.
With the legal challenge now underway in Canada, Amichai Laurier vows that he won't back down.
I will not take out the words Made in Israel under no circumstances. Even if I lose a market, I'll lose the market. No big deal.
As West Bank winemakers keep an eye on the presses that produce the essence of their products, they find themselves under growing pressure from this challenge in Canada, which they say is a significant market for their wines. Derek Stoffel, CBC News, Shiloh in the West Bank.